The Phantom Rickshaw. Detailed summary. 1. Setting and narrator. The story is set in British India during the colonial period. It is narrated in first person by Jack Pansay, a young British civil servant. The tone feels calm and rational at first, but slowly slips into fear and psychological chaos. 2. Jack Pansay and Mrs. Wessington. Jack begins an affair with Mrs. Agnes Wessington, a British Englishwoman. Initially, he enjoys the relationship, but over that time, he grows bored and uncomfortable. Wanting to end things, Jack coldly avoids her instead of being honest. This emotional cruelty becomes the moral trigger of the story. 3. Mrs. Wessington's death. Mrs. Wessington falls seriously ill and dies suddenly. Jack feels a brief sense of relief rather than grief. Outwardly, life returns to normal, but inwardly, guilt begins to work on his mind. 4. The appearance of the phantom rickshaw. One evening, Jack sees something terrifying. A rickshaw moving silently through the street, pulled by a dead rickshaw puller. Inside sits Mrs. Wessington, pale and lifeless, staring at him. From this moment on, the phantom rickshaw appears repeatedly, following Jack wherever he goes. Importantly, only Jack can see it, others see nothing. 5. Psychological breakdown. Jack becomes obsessed and terrified. He avoids public places, suffers from insomnia and paranoia, starts behaving irrationally. Doctors diagnose him with nerves, what we now call psychological trauma, but no treatment helps. The rickshaw becomes a symbol of guilt, his conscience refusing to let him escape. 6. Reality versus hallucination. The story keeps readers unsure. Is the rickshaw a supernatural ghost or a hallucination caused by guilt and fear? Rudyard Kipling never gives a clear answer. This ambiguity is deliberate and powerful. 7. The ending. Jack is mentally shattered. He admits that whether the rickshaw is real or not no longer matters. The fear has already destroyed him. The story ends with Jack trapped in psychological punishment, haunted forever for his own actions. Theme and meanings. Guilt and conscience. The ghost represents moral guilt, not just a supernatural horror. 2. Psychological horror. Fear comes from the mind, not violence or gore. 3. Colonial loneliness. British life in India is shown as emotionally isolating and morally unstable. 5. Moral responsibility. Jack's punishment is not legal but mental and emotional. The Phantom Rickshaw is a psychological ghost story where guilt takes the form of haunting, showing that moral wrongdoing inevitably leads to inner destruction.